The Honey Hunters Team Store is your source for all the best-looking t-shirts, hats, and accessories for you, your kids, and even your dog. Look good, feel good, fan better. It's always drip season at the Honey Hunters Team Store at Caramont Health Park. Folks, it's been the thrill of a lifetime to bring professional baseball back to the airwaves of Gaston County. As a lifelong supporter of Gastonia baseball, I understood at an early age how important it was to hear the game when I couldn't be at the game. And with the advent of internet streaming now, Gastonia Honey Hunters games have even more import within the community. It also provides a great opportunity to get your message out to the Gaston County community. If advertising with the Honey Hunters is something that interests you, give me a call at 704-874-1810 and inquire about advertising with the Gastonia Honey Hunters. The number again, 704-874-1810. The Honey Hunters Radio Network, your hometown team. Thank you for supporting Gastonia baseball.
This is Jake Skoll of the Gastonia Honey Hunters, and you're listening to the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
This is Sam Bordner of the Gastonia Honey Hunters, and you are listening to the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
The Gas House Bar and Grill is the place to find a broad palette of menu items that you won't find anywhere else at Caramont Health Park. Burgers? Got it. Pulled pork nachos? Check. How about jerk chicken sandwiches? We got that too. Oh, and fried plantains? Of course we do. The Gas House Bar and Grill is a world tour for the taste buds, nightly at Caramont Health Park. We'll see you at the Gas House Bar and Grill. Whether you're stuck in traffic after a long day at work or working through a 10-game road trip, nothing feels as good as being home. If you're looking to enter the marketplace as a buyer or a seller, Moss Realty has a proven history of results with professionals that operate in the highest spirit of ethical conduct. Let them work for you. Call 704-865-5555 and find out how Moss Realty gets it done. 704-865-5555, Moss Realty. Don't miss out on all the action at Caramont Health Park this summer. Get your tickets for every Honey Hunters home game by calling 704-874-1810 or log on to www.gohoneyhunters.com/tickets to reserve your spot this season. That number again, 704-874-1810. Gastonia Honey Hunters Baseball, 704-874-1810. Hey kids, have you seen it? Hey kids, have you seen it? Folks, do you find yourself lacking? Folks, do you find your...
All right, good afternoon. Welcome to Honey Hunters Baseball on the Honey Hunters Radio Network. My name is Derek Smith, your weekend play-by-play announcer. However, I've got a weeknight game here on this 5th day of July. I'll also be back with you on Friday night of this week and then continue my weekend duties coming up Saturday and Sunday. Today, Gastonia starts the second half of the regular season. As all teams begin play today, no wins, no losses. Gastonia clinched a playoff berth by winning the first half a couple of weeks ago. That guarantees postseason baseball here in Gastonia for the first time since the late 80s. This is game 2 of a quick 2-game series against High Point. They'll play again Wednesday and Thursday at High Point, then return back to Gastonia Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. High Point won last night, by the way, 8-1, their first win in 7 meetings against Gastonia, and held Gastonia to just 4 hits on the night, and they closed out the first half of the season with the win against their North Carolina rival. Gastonia finished the first half 44-21 as the division winners. High Point was in second place at the first half, ending with a record of 39-27. So game 1 of the second half, game 67 overall here at Caramont Health Park in Gastonia. Elsewhere in the league today, Lancaster at York underway as we speak. They'll play 2 today. Game 2 following that 5 o'clock start at York. Long Island, Staten Island play at 6:30 this evening. Charleston, Southern Maryland play at 6:35 tonight. Lexington and Kentucky play tonight at 6:35 as well. Yesterday, Kentucky swept a doubleheader against Lexington, 6-5 and 2-1. Lancaster over York 3-1 on July 4th. Long Island blanked Staten Island 4-0 yesterday. And Southern Maryland trimmed Charleston 7-6. So the standings finished this way in the first half. Southern Maryland 48-18, the best record in the league, clinched a playoff berth early. Long Island finished 36-19, 11.5 games back out of first place. York 29-35, 18 games back. Lancaster was 29-36, 18.5 games out of first place. Staten Island 18-47, 29.5 games out of first place. And here in the South, Gastonia again 44-21, clinched a playoff berth. High Point 5.5 games out of first place from Gastonia, 39-27. Kentucky 34-31, 10 games back of Gastonia. Charleston 26-40, 18.5 games out of first place. And Lexington at the bottom of the league in the South, 23-42, 21.5 games out of first place. We'll do our fireworks tonight on July 5th. They will be hard-pressed to beat the excitement we had last night from the Cowboy Monkey Rodeo, but we will see the fireworks coming up at the conclusion of tonight's game a little bit later this evening. We'll come back more after this on the Honey Hunters Radio Network. We'll be right back.
The Gas House Bar and Grill is the place to find a broad palette of menu items that you won't find anywhere else at Caramont Health Park. Burgers? Got it. Pulled pork nachos? Check. How about jerk chicken sandwiches? We got that too. Oh, and fried plantains? Of course we do. The Gas House Bar and Grill is a world tour for the taste buds, nightly at Caramont Health Park. We'll see you at the Gas House Bar and Grill. Whether you're stuck in traffic after a long day at work or working through a 10-game road trip, nothing feels as good as being home. If you're looking to enter the marketplace as a buyer or a seller, Moss Realty has a proven history of results with professionals that operate in the highest spirit of ethical conduct. Let them work for you. Call 704-865-5555 and find out how Moss Realty gets it done. 704-865-5555, Moss Realty. Don't miss out on all the action at Caramont Health Park this summer. Get your tickets for every Honey Hunters home game by calling 704-874-1810 or log on to www.gohoneyhunters.com/tickets to reserve your spot this season. That number again, 704-874-1810. Gastonia Honey Hunters Baseball, 704-874-1810.
All right, back at the ballpark, Caramont Health Park on this Tuesday afternoon, the day after Independence Day. Game 2 of a quick 2-game set against High Point to begin the second half of the 2022 Atlantic League season. And leading off for the Rockers will be the center fielder, Gonzalez, followed by Logan Morrison, who will play first base and bat second. Xander Wheel is in right field, bats third. Jerry Downs, the DH, is batting fourth again today. Quincy Lattimore bats fifth and plays left field. Tyler Ladendorf will bat sixth and play second base today. Michael Martinez batting seventh, playing third base this afternoon. Mike Galeno behind the plate today, catching, batting eighth. And Giovanni Alfonso, shortstop, he is batting ninth. Today's pitcher for High Point is Nick Evangelista. He's a right-handed pitcher, 5'11", 195 pounds, from Washington Township, New Jersey. Played at Fairleigh Dickinson University. He is making his third appearance on the season, has a record of 1-1 and a 4.9 ERA. He's worked 11 innings this summer, given up 6 hits, 10 runs, 5 strikeouts, and he has walked 3 batters. When Gastonia comes to the plate, bottom half of the first inning, Hurley Rodriguez leads off and plays center field. Jack Reinheimer bats second and plays shortstop. Joseph Rosa bats third, and he is at second today. Zach Jarrett bats fourth, and he is in right field this afternoon. Reese Hampton bats fifth. He is in left field today. Jake Skoll bats sixth. He is the DH this afternoon. Raider Escano in the lineup, playing third, batting seventh today. Emmanuel Tapia in the lineup today, playing first base and batting eighth. And Stuart Levy behind the plate. He is catching. Riley Hovis, the Gastonia native, on the mound today. He is 4-2, 5.5 ERA, and 12 appearances this summer. He's worked 57 innings, given up 36 runs, 54 hits, 56 strikeouts, and he has walked 19. We'll come back for first pitch in just a second. Honey Hunters Baseball on the Honey Hunters Radio Network. We'll be right back.
The Gastonia Honey Hunters are looking for host families this Atlantic League season. If you have a little free space in your home and a love for the Grand Old game, then hosting a player this summer is a great experience with tons of perks. Call me, Brady Salisbury, at 704-874-1810. That's 704-874-1810.
The Gastonia Honey Hunters, your hometown team. If coming to a Honey Hunters game is good, then coming to a game as a group is better. If you're a school, church, or civic organization looking for a great time together, call 704-874-1810 and ask about a group package. The number again is 704-874-1810. Ask about our picnic options that include hot dogs, sliders, and pulled pork. 704-874-1810. Honey Hunters Baseball. Better with friends.
Being first, the beginning of the line. So many people work so hard to be number one. But at Caramont Health, you don't have to struggle to be first. We prioritize you. Our award-winning teams use advanced treatments to serve you. We deliver the compassion and quality you deserve, always growing, building, and innovating for your care, your health, your life. Caramont Health. Care first.
All right, back at the ballpark, getting set for Gastonia and High Point to begin the second half of the 2022 Atlantic League season. Gastonia winning the first half in the South Division. High Point coming in second place in this Southern Division. But we will start today 0 wins, 0 losses. Everybody gets a fresh start beginning today, and we shall see how things shake out the next 66 games. Today's umpiring crew: Calvin Baker, Justin Burton, and Marcus Neal. High Point managed by Jamie Keefe. Their pitching coach is Frank Viola. He was the 1988 Cy Young Award winner and the 87 World Series MVP with the Minnesota Twins. Goose Gazzo manages Gastonia. Reggie Harris is the pitching coach, and Chuck Stewart is the hitting coach. Managers at home plate exchanging lineup cards. Have the national anthem in just a second. We appreciate you tuning in to today's game. Teams will go to High Point tomorrow and Wednesday for a 2-game set there. and then come back to Gastonia for 3 this weekend. So this is game 2 of a 7-game series, basically, with High Point. 2 here, 2 there, and then 3 back here this weekend. Looks like that meeting is about over, and we'll step aside for the national anthem in just a second. Remind you, we stream at www.gohoneyhunters.com, 1450 AM WGNC, 101.1 FM WGNC, Honey Hunters Radio Network, also WGNC on the TuneIn app. Let's take another quick break, come right back. Honey Hunters Baseball on the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
Folks, do you find yourself lacking confidence in public places? Would you like to earn respect among your peers and be well received socially? I've got just the answer. The Honey Hunters Team Store is your source for all the best looking t-shirts, hats, and accessories for you, your kids, and even your dog. Look good, feel good, fan better. It's always drip season at the Honey Hunters Team Store at Caramont Health Park. Folks, it's been the thrill of a lifetime to bring professional baseball back to the airwaves of Gaston County. As a lifelong supporter of Gastonia baseball, I understood at an early age how important it was to hear the game when I couldn't be at the game. And with the advent of internet streaming now, Gastonia Honey Hunters games have even more import within the community. It also provides a great opportunity to get your message out to the Gaston County community. If advertising with the Honey Hunters is something that interests you, give me a call at 704-874-1810 and inquire about advertising with the Gastonia Honey Hunters. The number again, 704-874-1810. The Honey Hunters Radio Network, your hometown team. Thank you for supporting Gastonia baseball.
This is Jake Skoll of the Gastonia Honey Hunters, and you're listening to the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
This is Sam Bordner of the Gastonia Honey Hunters, and you are listening to the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
The Gas House Bar and Grill is the place to find a broad palette of menu items that you won't find anywhere else at Caramont Health Park. Burgers? Got it. Pulled pork nachos? Check. How about jerk chicken sandwiches? We got that too. Oh, and fried plantains? Of course we do. The Gas House Bar and Grill is a world tour for the taste buds, nightly at Caramont Health Park. We'll see you at the Gas House Bar and Grill. Whether you're stuck in traffic after a long day at work or working through a 10-game road trip, nothing feels as good as being home. If you're looking to enter the marketplace as a buyer or a seller, Moss Realty has a proven history of results with professionals that operate in the highest spirit of ethical conduct. Let them work for you. Call 704-865-5555 and find out how Moss Realty gets it done. 704-865-5555, Moss Realty.
All right, back we are. National anthem about to get underway here at the ballpark. Teams are on the field. A young youth team is on the field as well with our players. So let's pause now to honor America with the national anthem. All right, a fantastic rendition of the national anthem. The electric guitar and singer. So it should be set to go in just a second. High Point sends up Gonzalez, Morrison, and Wheel. Defensively for Gastonia, Levy behind the plate today. Emmanuel Tapia at first base this afternoon. Joseph Rosa is the second baseman. Jack Reinheimer plays short. Raider Scagno is the third baseman. Reese Hampton in left field. Harley Rodriguez in center field. And Zach Jarrett is in right field. Riley Hovis toes the rubber, the Gastonia product, played at Forest View High School. Set a school record with 17 wins for the Jaguars, 309 strikeouts for Forest View. He also holds the single-game record for strikeouts in the Gaston County Easter Tournament, where he struck out 18 East Gaston batters back in 2012. Spent 3 seasons at North Carolina, finishing 14-1, 2.75 ERA, and he was selected as a first-team All-ACC reliever in 2014. Record of 4-2 this summer, 5.5 ERA. He's been up and down. This is his 13th appearance on the season. 57 innings worked, 36 runs allowed off of 54 hits with 56 strikeouts and 19 walks. Gastonia in their black jerseys, black hats, white pants today. And once again, High Point in their red, white, and blue American flag motif. They wore that yesterday, and they will wear that again today. But it is appropriate because we're going to do our post-game July 4th fireworks today on the 5th, as the city had theirs last night, a couple of blocks up the street from us. And so we'll do ours here at the ballpark following the conclusion of tonight's game around dusk. So Hovis takes his warm-up pitches. He's got one more, throw down to second base, and we shall be underway a little after 6:15. 93 degrees at first pitch under hazy skies. Once again today, a chance of rain, scattered, so we'll see how it works. We had some rain yesterday, but it was just a very light shower, no thunder, no lightning, no clouds, just a little bit of rain, and we played through it. And then it went away and turned out to be a nice evening afterwards. Got about 3,000 fans come through the turnstiles last night. Good crowd. Should have a good crowd here again today. This extended holiday afternoon. And it will be Gonzalez, the center fielder. First pitch will come at 6:22 Eastern Standard Daylight Savings Time. And we're underway. Fires the ball high. Count 1-0. Jay Gonzalez out of San Diego, California. University of Mount Olive here in North Carolina. Went as high as the Diamondbacks AA organization in his professional career. He awaits the 1-0 pitch from Riley Hovis. There it is, in there for a strike. Once again, Levy behind the plate, Tapia first, Rosa second, Reinheimer short, Ascanio third, Hampton left, Rodriguez center, Zach Jarrett is in right field. In there for a strike, evens the count up at 1 apiece. Comes right back and misses to go 2-1. We sit at an angle from home plate so we can see high and low, but cannot see left and right. Rely on the umpire behind the plate for that today. Calvin Baker, Justin Burton, and Marcus Neal. Hit to the first baseman, Tapia, 3 unassisted, and there's 1 out in the inning. So Gonzalez down to bring up Logan Morrison. Morrison from Kansas City, Missouri. Played professionally with Milwaukee and some other clubs. He's out of Maple Woods Community College there in Missouri. Left-handed hitter. I think that was our mascot out of uniform. Walked by, revealing his identity. First pitch in there to Morrison is a strike. He's behind 0-1 to Riley Hovis. Sure, he's got a lot of friends and family here today. Hit on the ground. Slow ball to Rosa. Easy throw and catch, and they're 2 away quickly for Riley Hovis. Now Xander Wheel, the right fielder out of Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Played at Vanderbilt for the Commodores and went as high as the Twins AAA franchise in his pro career. So he will bat on the right side with 2 out in the inning. We're just underway at Caramont Health Park here in the Fuse District of Gastonia, the Franklin Urban Sports Entertainment District, a redevelopment project of Gastonia west of Highway 321 and along the US 74 business corridor. That is a strike in there at the knees to Xander Will, and he's behind 0-1. Got a brewery coming to the old Coca-Cola building across the street. We've got folks living in an old mill, the Trenton Mill. So baseball has helped kind of bring some new life to this side of town. Popped him up. Shallow center field. Back is Rosa. Makes the catch, and that's a 1-2-3 inning. Quickly, Hovis, in order, retires High Point. So we played 1 half, no score. Gastonia coming to bat on the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
This is Jake Skoll, the Gastonia Honey Hunters, and you're listening to the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
The Gas House Bar and Grill is the place to find a broad palette of menu items that you won't find anywhere else at Caramont Health Park. Burgers? Got it. Pulled pork nachos? Check. How about jerk chicken sandwiches? We got that too. Oh, and fried plantains? Of course we do. The Gas House Bar and Grill is a world tour for the taste buds, nightly at Caramont Health Park. We'll see you at the Gas House Bar and Grill.
Being first, the beginning of the line. So many people work so hard to be number 1. But at Caramont Health, you don't have to struggle to be first. We prioritize you. Our award-winning teams use advanced treatments to serve you. We deliver the compassion and quality you deserve, always growing, building, and innovating for your care, your health, your life. Caramont Health. Care first.
This is Sam Bordner of the Gastonia Honey Hunters, and you are listening to the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
All right, Derek Smith back wicket at the ballpark, getting set for the bottom half of the first inning. No score here at Caramont Health Park. Gastonia and High Point, game 2 of a 2-game series. Go to their place tomorrow for 2 games, and then back here in town in Gastonia Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'll have those games for you right here on the Honey Hunters Radio Network. Stream it at GoHoneyHunters.com and also WGNC on the TuneIn app. Rodriguez, Reinheimer, Rosa. Leading things off, center fielder Hurley Rodriguez. First to come to the plate for Gastonia. Against Nick Evangelista, 1-1, 4.9 ERA. 2 games this season, 11 innings worked, 6 runs off 10 hits, 5 strikeouts, and he has walked 3 batters. He is out of Washington Township, New Jersey. Pulled foul, and count is 0-1. Galeno behind the plate, Morrison first base, Leydendorf at second, Alfonso short, Martinez third, Lattimore left, Gonzalez center field, and Xander Wills in right field today. Evangelista ready for the 0-1 pitch. Hit on the ground, into right field for a base hit. They had him play it over toward first base, but it still got through the gap between Morrison and Leydendorf. So Rodriguez leads off with a single. Brings up Jack Reinheimer, the shortstop out of Charlotte. Played with Arizona and the Mets professionally. Bats on the right side. With a man aboard, nobody out. Bottom half of the first inning, no score. As he takes a strike. Nothing and 1 the count. Batting .259. Pitch misses low for a ball. Count 0-1. Check that. Count is even now. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Reinheimer, the shortstop. Pulled that one foul, third base side, out of play. Martinez tracks it down near the coach's box. Not a lot of wind today out there in left field where the flag stands are. That's the short porch where most of the home runs are hit here at the ballpark. Got to get over that high fence, though. Anything off the fence is in play. Got to get up over that thing for a round tripper. Jack, 7 home runs, 39 RBI. He swiped 26 bases. This team leads the league in stolen bases at 146. The next closest is Lancaster with 83. Our top 4 base stealers have more bases stole than the entire Lancaster team. Popped up, shallow right field. Back is Leydendorf. Coming in is Wheel. Leydendorf will take it. And there's 1 out in the inning. Here's Joseph Rosa, the third baseman, top hitter on the team, among the league leaders in hitting this year in a couple of different categories. Out of New York, New York. Win as high as the Mariners AAA organization. Hitting .333, 11 homers, 52 RBIs, and he has stolen 7 bases here in 2022. This is game 1 of the second half of the season. Both teams are starting it 0-0. After wrapping up the first half last night, High Point winning for the first time in 7 games against Gastonia. Honey Hunters have won 6 consecutive games, and that really helped them get back into first place and eventually clinch the division title 1 week ago today. First pitch in there is a strike, and the count is 0-1. Rodriguez led off with a single to right field. Reinheimer popped up to second base. Throw checked the runner. Rodriguez underneath the tag safely. Rosa is ready on this Tuesday evening. Kind of felt like a weekend today when I woke up. Throw down to second base, and safely sliding into the bag is Rodriguez. So make that stolen base number 147 on the season for Gastonia. 1 ball, 1 strike. Man in scoring position. Pitch in there for a strike at the knees, sending the count to 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Man on second base is Rodriguez, who just swiped it. Nick Evangelista looks back at second a couple of times, not being held. Infield back. Pulled foul out of play right side. And the count is 1-2. .304 down left field, 400 center field, 326 right field line. Ball jumps out of this ballpark. It's definitely been a home run hitter's ballpark for both the home team and the visitors. That's hit to right field. Coming over, making the play is Xander Wheel near the line. And there are 2 out in the inning now. So here comes Zach Jarrett, playing right field today. I think he was in left yesterday. Jake Skoll was in right. Skoll DHing this afternoon after pitching the 9th inning last night for Gastonia. Fared well. Got out of it pretty quickly for a position player, throwing in the mid-80s. Pitch to Jarrett out of Hickory, North Carolina. It is a ball, 1-0. Father Dale Jarrett, grandfather Ned Jarrett of NASCAR fame, choosing to play baseball instead of get behind the wheel of a stock car. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That's low and away for a ball. I think his dad was a pretty good athlete in high school as well. Somebody said he was a quarterback at Newton Conover High School. Count is 2-0. His dad was here a couple of weeks ago, taking in the ball game. 2-0 pitch, low, 3 straight balls to Zach Jarrett. Runs the count to 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes. 2 out in the inning, man down on second base. Chance to knock one here early. Just 1 run last night for Gastonia. Came in the 8th inning. Swung on the miss, had the green light. And just 4 Gastonia hits. 2 doubles, 2 singles. That was all she wrote. Count now 3-1. That's hit to center field. Gonzalez doesn't have to move anywhere, basically. Hit right to him in the air, and that pop up to center field will end the first inning with a man stranded on second base. So we played 1 complete, no score here at Caramont Health Park. High Point, Gastonia, the day after Independence Day on the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
If coming to a Honey Hunters game is good, then coming to a game as a group is better. If you're a school, church, or civic organization looking for a great time together, call 704-874-1810 and ask about a group package. The number again is 704-874-1810. Ask about our picnic options that include hot dogs, sliders, and pulled pork. 704-874-1810. Honey Hunters Baseball. Better with friends.
Being first, the beginning of the line. So many people work so hard to be number 1. But at Caramont Health, you don't have to struggle to be first. We prioritize you. Our award-winning teams use advanced treatments to serve you. We deliver the compassion and quality you deserve, always growing, building, and innovating for your care, your health, your life. Caramont Health. Care first.
This is Jake Skoll, the Gastonia Honey Hunters, and you're listening to the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
All right, second inning, top half. High Point sends up hitters 4, 5, and 6. The DH Downs, the left fielder Lattimore, and the second baseman Ladendorf. Riley Hovis, a quick 1-2-3 inning. Off to a good start here this afternoon. Here is Jerry Downs, the designated hitter out of San Andreas, Colombia, South America. Played at St. Thomas University. Was a Boston farmhand at the Double-A level. Left-handed hitter. Infield plays him straight up. And here is Hovis' first pitch to him. It's in there for a strike. No balls and a strike. Downs batting .279 with 36 knocked in and 1 home run. Pops this one up to shallow right field. Back is the second baseman, Joseph Rosa. F4, 1 out in the inning. Brings up Quincy Lattimore, the rocker left fielder. Quincy out of Raleigh, North Carolina, Mill Creek High School, suburban Raleigh area. Playing in nearby High Point this summer. He's a right-handed hitter. Bats with 1 out, bottom of the second inning. Nobody on board for High Point. Here's the pitch, outside for a ball, and the count is 1-0. Hovis stares in, kicks, delivers, swung on and missed, big home run cut, right down the heart of the plate. Awaits the next pitch from Riley Hovis. Here it is. It is a strike. Sends the count to, what you got the count for over there? 1-2? That's what I thought it was. 1 ball, 2 strikes. To the left fielder for High Point, low and away, evens the count up at 2-2. Post-game fireworks tonight. Boy, the sky sure lit up last night as we ended the game. All over downtown Gastonia. We could see them, we could hear them. Popped up foul territory, Tapia over and makes the play. Had to cover a little real estate over there, but there's a lot of foul territory at the ballpark as it is fashioned for other sports such as soccer and football. Here's Tyler Ladendorf, the second baseman. Park Ridge, Illinois. Howard Junior College in Texas. Played professionally for the Chicago Cubs. He's a right-handed hitter. Batting .254, 7 homers, 24 RBI. First pitch in there, a strike, belt high. One ball, 1 strike to count, it's even. That missed inside. Count goes 2-1. High Point, the second best hitting team in the league at .270 collectively, their batting average. 14 triples, 114 doubles, 49 stolen bases on the season. Hit down to third, and Ascanio, easy throw. And That's another 1-2-3 for Hovis. He's retired the first 6 he's faced today. As we go to the bottom of the second inning, no score, Gastonia High Point on the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
Whether you're stuck in traffic after a long day at work or working through a 10-game road trip, nothing feels as good as being home. If you're looking to enter the marketplace as a buyer or a seller, Moss Realty has a proven history of results with professionals that operate in the highest spirit of ethical conduct. Let them work for you. Call 704-865-5555 and find out how Moss Realty gets it done. 704-865-5555, Moss Realty. Don't miss out on all the action at Caramont Health Park this summer. Get your tickets for every Honey Hunters home game by calling 704-874-1810 or log on to www.gohoneyhunters.com/tickets to reserve your spot this season. That number again, 704-874-1810. Gastonia Honey Hunters Baseball, 704-874-1810.
Bottom 2 in Gastonia, no score. Will be hitters 4, 5, and 6. Skoll, Hampton, Skoll, and Ascanio. Nick Evangelista gave up a leadoff hit to Rodriguez, who was then left stranded after stealing a base, ending up at second. 3 straight pop flies Evangelista forced to get out of that inning. Reese Hampton out of Charlotte, played for the 49ers as well, hometown team. High A for the Diamondbacks. He's ready to go. Left-handed hitter. Who was batting .289, 15 knocked in. But yet to homer this season. First pitch, a strike to him. Count 1-0. Hit on the ground to the first baseman, Morrison. Over there, had to slide, but he got him. Not anticipating the speed of Reese Hampton, who beat out a ground ball to the first baseman of all people. But 3 unassisted nonetheless, brings up the DH, Jake Skoll. Hits on the left side out of Woodstock, Georgia. Hitting .230, 11 homers, 25 RBI, and 17 stolen bases. Trying to get something going here for Gastonia with an out in the bottom of the second inning. Takes a strike, and he's behind 0-1. Gastonia bats 7th in the league collectively at .260. 69 home runs, 13 doubles, 117, check that, 13 triples, 117 doubles, and have now stolen 146 bases, which is far and above Lancaster, who is second with just 83. Skoll pops that one out of place, behind the count, 0-2. Not a lot of sunshine today, hazy clouds, very warm. A little bit warmer than what it was yesterday. Here's the pitch. Popped him back out of play above us. And the count remains 0-2. Blazer Bobcat out of Albany, Georgia, watching on YouTube today with our audio streaming through, or as they would say down there, Albany. Albany. Isn't that right, Blazer, Bobcat? 0-2 the count. Misses low for a ball. And the count is 1-2. My first job out of college was not too far from Albany, Georgia, in Tifton, Georgia, about an hour or so to the west of Albany. Foul tipped, it stayed alive. Count remains 1-2. So Jake will stand back in. Await the Evangelista pitch. Nick is also a preacher, from what I understand. Here's the 1-2. Missed. Count even, 2-2. Pulled that one foul. Down past the first baseman. Count's even at 2-2. Our next Sun Drop Sunday is this coming Sunday here at Caramont Health Park. For tickets, www.gohoneyhunters.com or call the box office at 704-874-1810, 704-874-1810. Count is still even as Skoll making Evangelista work in this at-bat, hacking some off. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and missed, got him that time, and that is strikeout number 1 today for Evangelista. And there will be 2 out in the inning for Raider Ascanio. Ascanio not in the game yesterday, playing third today from Venezuela. Buenos High is the Mariners AAA organization. He's a right-handed hitter. Here with 2 out in the inning. Takes a strike, belt high. Ascanio batting .400. 22 knocked in. Count's even up to him, 1-1. Well, that's a strike. I was going to say low it away for a ball, but it was a strike at the outside corner. Looked a tad low. It's a bit behind. Leans out, hits one to center field. Gonzalez and Wheel are over that way. Wheel takes it, flips it to Gonzalez, and that'll end the inning in order. Gastonia nothing doing here in the second. Still no score. Gastonia High Point following Independence Day on this Tuesday on the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
Being first, the beginning of the line. So many people work so hard to be number 1. But at Caramont Health, you don't have to struggle to be first. We prioritize you. Our award-winning teams use advanced treatments to serve you. We deliver the compassion and quality you deserve, always growing, building, and innovating for your care, your health, your life. Caramont Health. Care first.
If coming to a Honey Hunters game is good, then coming to a game as a group is better. If you're a school, church, or civic organization looking for a great time together, call 704-874-1810 and ask about a group package. The number again is 704-874-1810. Ask about our picnic options that include hot dogs, sliders, and pulled pork. 704-874-1810. Honey Hunters Baseball. Better with friends.
Top 3 here in Gastonia. No score between these two North Carolina rivals in the South Division. Lower third due for the Rockers, Martinez, Galeno, and Alfonso. Half-season tickets now available, which will include the playoff games. Bullpen box seats start at $285 per seat. Dugout box seats $510 per seat. And home plate seats $590 per seat. With 66 games remaining in the regular season. Second half begins today. So if you pick up this half-season package, which has been prorated, you will get playoff tickets for Gastonia the last week of September. It'll be the first playoff appearance for a Gastonia team since 1989, when the Gastonia Rangers made the playoffs. Here's Michael Martinez, third baseman from Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. Squared to bunt, pulled back, took a ball low, and it's 1-0. San Lorenzo High School in the DR. Played with the Indians in the major leagues. One ball, one strike. Here's a 1-1 pitch. In there for a strike called. Sends it to 1-2. Hovis stares in. Here's his pitch. Swung on. Count a ball and 2 strikes. Martinez hitting right at 300. He's knocked in 17, 2 home runs. Flies out to left field as Hampton underneath it easily. So F7, 1 out, brings up Mike Galeno. Galeno had the day off yesterday on July 4th. In the lineup today for High Point. We saw him last time they were in town. Out of Meridian, Connecticut. Played at Pace University. Here's the Hovis pitch, low and away for a ball, and it's 1-0. Mike batting .290, knocked in 10, has 1 home run this season. Hovis's pitch is in there for a strike, and the count is 1-1. Gastonia's pitching staff is first in ERA at .366, thanks to guys like Riley Hovis. Here's the pitch. Back over top of us. Allowed 278 runs, 509 hits, and 59 home runs allowed. If you compare that to the ERA for High Point, they're 2 in ERA at .385. They have given up exactly the same amount of runs that Gastonia has at .278. They have given up 501 hits to 509 for Gastonia. They've allowed 46 home runs. Gastonia allowed 59 so far. So these staffs are tops in the Southern Division, and you see why they finished 1 and 2 in the first half standings. As Hovis gets set to throw a 2-2 pitch to the catcher Galeno. Back out of play again. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Kind of an up and down season for Hovis. He's had a good outing, a not so good outing. It's kind of gone back and forth like that for him. He does have 4 victories on the season versus 2 losses. ERA a bit high at 5.5. 2-2 pitch. Hit right back to him, little nubber. Throws easy to Tapia. 1-3, 2 out for Giovanni Alfonso, the High Point shortstop. Out of Caracas, Venezuela, University of Tampa collegiately. We're told that Chuck Stewart coached him at some point in his amateur career. He's a right-handed hitter. Batting .314, 19 knocked in, 2 home runs. Takes a strike, first pitch he sees from the Gastonia native, Riley Hovis. The former Tar Heel throws one in there but misses, low and away. Count 1 ball, 1 strike. Go to High Point tomorrow and Wednesday. Check that Wednesday and Thursday. I keep thinking it's the weekend today. That Monday holiday kind of throws you off. Swung on and missed, count 1 and 2. So Wednesday and Thursday at High Point. Voice of the Honey Hunters, Brian Rushing, will have the action from Truist Point. I'll be back with you for the weekend series against these same Rockers Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Here's the 2-2. Got him to swing on and miss. And that is the 9th man set down in a row by Riley Hovis. Bottom of the 3rd inning will go. No score, Gastonia and High Point on the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
Don't miss out on all the action at Caramont Health Park this summer. Get your tickets for every Honey Hunters home game by calling 704-874-1810 or log on to www.gohoneyhunters.com/tickets to reserve your spot this season. That number again, 704-874-1810. Gastonia Honey Hunters Baseball, 704-874-1810.
The Gastonia Honey Hunters are looking for host families this Atlantic League season. If you have a little free space in your home and a love for the grand old game, then hosting a player this summer is a great experience with tons of perks. Call me, Brady Salisbury, at 704-874-1810. That's 704-874-1810.
The Gastonia Honey Hunters, your hometown team.
Bottom 3, Caramont Health Park. Derek Smith with you on this Tuesday evening. Tapia, Levy, and Rodriguez, hitters 8, 9, and 1 do as Evangelista wraps up his warm-up tosses, and down to second it goes and back around the horn. And here comes Emmanuel Tapia. Big boy at first base today. Good hitter, good defensive first baseman as well. Santo Domingo native, also high A Cleveland farmhand at one time in his pro career. He's a left-handed hitter. Here comes the pitch, low for a ball, 1-0. Tapia, 333 as he skies this one in the air. This ball is going to be out of here for a solo home run down the right field line. And Gastonia leads it 1-0. Around the bases he comes, and Honey Hunters on the board first this afternoon. Just one run last night, coming late in the game. little bit better start today here in the third inning, crossing the plate for the first time. Home run number 70 for Gastonia. Home run number 2. Check that. Home run number 3 for Manuel Tapia. That ball's hit deep, too, left field. Let's see. That's going to be caught, though, at the warning track by Lattimore. Not enough juice to get it out over that wall fence netting in left field that extends around toward left center field. F7 brings up Hurley Rodriguez. 259 hitter. 3 knocked in, 17 RBI with 12 stolen bases. Squares to bunt, takes a ball. 1-0. Hurley signed by Philadelphia in 2011. Spent 2018 with Toledo, AAA, AA Erie with the Detroit organization. Played last year at Tabasco in the Mexican Independent League, where he hit .328, 30 knocked in, 4 homers, and he swiped 20 bases. Here's the pitch. He hits this one to right field, but right at the right fielder, Xander Wheel. 2 out in the inning for Jack Reinheimer. Jack popped up to second his first time up today. Played collegiately at East Carolina, where our Major League Baseball statistician Colton Miller spent some time. He's got a couple of degrees from the fine school in Greenville, North Carolina. First pitch in there is a ball, 1-0. Jack drafted out of high school by Atlanta in 2010. Then Seattle picked him in the 5th round out of ECU in 2013. Swings on to his knees he goes and misses. Count 1-1. Debuted with Arizona August 1st, 2017 against the Cubs. And then played 2018 with the Mets. Career 143 hitter in his short time in the bigs. Count 2 balls and a strike to Jack Reinheimer, who played at Ardrey Kell High School in the Ballantyne area of South Charlotte. 2-1, hits it to left field right at Lattimore over near the Daimler sign, and he makes the play to end the inning. But solo home run by Manuel Tapia gets the Honey Hunters on the board first. They lead 1-0 to the 4th inning. We will go as High Point comes to bat on the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
The Gas House Bar and Grill is the place to find a broad palette of menu items that you won't find anywhere else at Caramont Health Park. Burgers? Got it. Pulled pork nachos? Check. How about jerk chicken sandwiches? We got that too. Oh, and fried plantains? Of course we do. The Gas House Bar and Grill is a world tour for the taste buds, nightly at Caramont Health Park. We'll see you at the Gas House Bar and Grill. Whether you're stuck in traffic after a long day at work or working through a 10-game road trip, nothing feels as good as being home. If you're looking to enter the marketplace as a buyer or a seller, Moss Realty has a proven history of results with professionals that operate in the highest spirit of ethical conduct. Let them work for you. Call 704-865-5555 and find out how Moss Realty gets it done. 704-865-5555, Moss Realty.
This is Jake Skoll, the Gastonia Honey Hunters, and you're listening to the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
Top 4, Riley Hovis in order has retired the first 9 batters he has faced, so we will see Gonzalez to lead off the 4th inning. Grounded out to first base, his first time up today. So Riley off to a great start in this outing. continues his warm-up pitches. York third baseman Carlos Franco, League Player of the Month. Southern Maryland pitcher Mackenzie Mills is the League's Pitcher of the Month of June, as announced by the League earlier this week. So here is Gonzalez. He's had a lot of tries out in center field today and back into yesterday. A couple of tough chances he came up with. Here's Riley's pitch. High and away for a ball. 0-1. 1-0 the count. Squared to bunt, took a strike. Evens the count at 1-1. Gonzalez played at Auburn and also at Mount Olive here in North Carolina. Drafted 3 times, Boston in 2010, Texas 2013, and Baltimore 2014. Count 1-2. Got a piece of that one. Spent 2018 at AA Jackson, Mississippi with the Arizona organization. High point last year, batting .267, knocked in 12, and hit 2 home runs. That one's in the dirt for a ball. Count 2-2. Or is it 1-2? 2-2. A little slow on the scoreboard out there today. Wi-Fi must not be working real good or something. So here comes the 2-2 pitch. Hovis to Gonzalez. Missed inside. Count full, 3-2. Got a payoff pitch on the way. High Point back in their patriotic red, white, and blue uniforms today. Might have been the only ones they packed, really, for this quick 2-game trip. And back to their place tomorrow and Thursday for a couple. Flips the bat, draws the walk, first man to reach. So the perfect game is off the docket. So he becomes the first base runner here in the 4th inning after Hovis had retired the first 9 he faced consecutively. Logan Morrison's got a ton of professional experience. We were marveling at that earlier today. Hits this one in foul territory. Over is Ascanio near the dugout. Gave a good effort, but bounced on the concrete and up into the stands. Morrison, Metro Community College. Miami picked him up in the 22nd round in 2005. Made his debut with Philadelphia April the 3rd, 2011 against Houston. Spent 2017 with Cleveland and Tampa. Career 194. Check that, career 238 average. Knocked in 426 runs and had 142 home runs. But he pops it up to second base here. 1 out with Gonzalez on at first, who just walked to lead off the inning. Check that, he played with Milwaukee in 2020. .142 home runs. He was there for a while. Cincinnati picked him up last year. Here's Xander Wheel, the right fielder. Also popped up to second base his first time up today. 1 out, 1 on. 1 run in for Gastonia. Last half, the Tapia solo home run. Riley's pitch low and outside for a ball. Xander played at Vanderbilt. Twin selection, 12th round, 2015. Spent 2019 prior to COVID with Rochester, the AAA affiliate for Minnesota. Then played last year for St. Paul, a AAA affiliate of Minnesota, where he hit 120, knocked in 4, and had a home run. Here's the pitch. Runner taking off. Throw down to second base will be not in time. Gonzalez swipes the bag. Down in scoring position now. Stolen base number 50 on the year for the High Point Rockers. Count is 2-0 to Xander Wheel. His Commodores won a national championship in baseball not too long ago. They put a ton of guys in the pros here recently. 3-0 the count, including Dansby Swanson, who was the overall #1 pick by the Diamondbacks following his career in Nashville. See if he's got the green light with the count 3-0. Here's the pitch. Walked him on 4 straight. So after retiring the first 9 in a row, 2 walks in this inning allowed by Riley Hovis. Brings up the DH, Jerry Downs. St. Thomas University. Boston took him in the 15th round, 2015. Played with 5 different teams in the Boston organization between 15 and 19 as he hits this one to left center field. Throw comes in, cut off, run in. RBI single, makes it 1-1. Jerry Downs knocks in High Point's first run of the afternoon. Gonzalez around to score after the leadoff walk and the stolen base. So that worked out well for High Point. Wheel down to second on the base hit. Here's Quincy Lattimore. Popped up to Tapia. First time up in the second inning. Runner taking off, gets by the catcher. They'll be safe both places. Wheel took off, might have distracted Levy. Ball went through his legs, so no throw attempt made. I don't know if it was a double steal or not. Wild pitch, correct. So stolen base and then a wild pitch. So Wheel down to third on the stolen base. Downs took off on the wild pitch. That ball's hit, and Hampton just looks at it as it goes over the fence in left field. That is a 3-run homer by Lattimore. They've retaken the lead 4-1. Again, Hovis retired the first 9 he faced in a row, but struggling here in the 4th inning. Gives up a 3-run shot to Quincy Lattimore. Now we'll see Tyler Ladendorf throwing out 5-3 to end the second inning. 3 RBI home run for Quincy Lattimore. Makes it a 4-1 game here in the fourth inning. Ladendorf pops it up out of play. That was Lattimore's 11th home run of the year and number 76 for High Point. So 4-1 all of a sudden. Sits down the first 9 he faces, then gives up 4 runs here in the fourth inning. Count is 2-0 to Ladendorf. He was drafted 3 times. New York in 06, San Francisco 07, Minnesota 08. Debuted with Texas April the 8th, 2015. Played with the Cubs last year, but had just 1 at-bat. Count is even 2-2. Pitch inside for a ball. Count goes full 3-2. I don't believe he had a 3-2 count on anybody those first 3 innings when he sat down the first 9 he faced. Walk, stolen base, pop up. Walk, stolen base, RBI single, 3-run homer. 4 runs in, 4-1. High Point takes the lead. Hit down the line, fair. Up against the wall at the 3:04 mark, taking off and going to second in there for a double is Ladendorf. Hampton was shaded over toward center field. Ladendorf hit it right down the line near the Planet Fitness sign. Gets into second, sliding with the base hit. That is the 115th double of the season for High Point. As pitching coach Reggie Harris out to talk to him. Because talk about 2 different Riley Hovises. The one that struck out, retired the first 9 he faced with a strikeout. Having a hard time getting outs here in the fourth. Pitching coach Harris is a former first-round pick of the Boston Red Sox. He went in the same first round with Hall of Famers Ken Griffey, Craig Biggio. Just out there to talk to him. But I suspect he's got to get some outs, or his day will be short. And the Honey Hunters will lose the designated hitter with this new rule this year in the Atlantic League of Professional Baseball. Hadn't seen it a lot, but you got to go 5. Starters got to go 5 to keep the DH. First pitch in there, a strike to Martinez. Draftee by Pittsburgh in 2014, Boston 2016. Career 192 hitter, 42 knocked in with 6 home runs. Count is even, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 0-1 missed. Ladendorf down at second on the double. High Point might not be done. They've played it 4 already with 1 out in the inning. Hit down to first. Tapia takes it himself. Ladendorf, however, goes to third on the ground ball out. 2 out in the inning for Galeno. Galeno F7 to lead off last inning. Back up already here in the fourth. Signed by High Point. He's played in 3 different Indy leagues since 2018 with the Rockers last year, where he hit .229, knocked in 17, and had 2 homers. Missed outside, 1-0 the count to the High Point catcher. Back out of play right side. Virtually no wind in left field right now. Normally you see a little bit of wind or a lot of wind because that's the way it seems to blow here at the ballpark, but not at all as we speak. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Missed, 3-0 the count. Riley really laboring in this inning. Got off to a great start. Had 3 innings. And they were quick innings. Quick at-bats. Seemed to be sharp. Hit the center field. This may drop in. It's got to drop in for a base hit as Jarrett made a diving stab at it. Runner comes in to score to make it 5-1. Fortunately, Tapia and Rodriguez were out there to back him up. Keep it from going any further than it did. Might have been extra bases for Galeno, who singles and knocks in Bladendorf. And it's 5-1. Here's Alfonso. Giovanni struck out his first time up. Count is 2-0. Hovis misses the first 2 pitches he throws to the High Point shortstop. There's a strike in there. Battles back, sends it 2-1. Giovanni played at Florida State and the University of Tampa. Miami picked him in the 25th round in 2015. Was down with the Columbia Fireflies, single-A Mets team in South Carolina, 2018. High Point last year, .273 hitter, 49 knocked in, and 2 home runs. Hovis' 2-1 pitch missed, sends the count to 3-1. Galeno's got a bit of a lead, being held by Tapia. Leaned out into right field. Jarrett going back near the Esquire Hotel sign, and he makes the play to end the inning, but not before. 5 runs across for High Point. They lead it now 5-1. Back after this on the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
The Gas House Bar and Grill is the place to find a broad palette of menu items that you won't find anywhere else at Caramont Health Park. Burgers? Got it. Pulled pork nachos? Check. How about jerk chicken sandwiches? We got that too. Oh, and fried plantains? Of course we do. The Gas House Bar and Grill is a world tour for the taste buds, nightly at Caramont Health Park. We'll see you at the Gas House Bar and Grill. Whether you're stuck in traffic after a long day at work or working through a 10-game road trip, nothing feels as good as being home. If you're looking to enter the marketplace as a buyer or a seller, Moss Realty has a proven history of results with professionals that operate in the highest spirit of ethical conduct. Let them work for you. Call 704-865-5555 and find out how Moss Realty gets it done. 704-865-5555, Moss Realty.
This is Sam Bordner of the Gastonia Honey Hunters, and you are listening to the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
Bottom four in Gastonia. Honey Hunters trail it 5-1 now. 5-run last half for High Point gives them a bit of a cushion here, heading toward the middle innings. Rosa, Jarrett, and Hampton, hitters 3, 4, and 5.
We also want to give a huge birthday shout out to our very own Brian Rushing, aka B-Rush, the voice of the Gastonia.
Brian's got a birthday today. Our director of broadcasting, Brian Rushing, has a birthday today, and he's over in the other booth to my left. He's got all the road games this year on the Honey Hunters Radio Network. Of course, he didn't tell anybody. Well, somebody knew, but not one to make a big deal out of it. If you got a birthday, contact the promotions department, and they'll put your name on the big board. Here's Joseph Rosa, second baseman, top hitter on the team. Trying to get something going, trailing by 4 runs. First pitch in there, a strike by Evangelista. Rosa fourth in the league in average at .333. Seventh in home runs with 11. First in doubles, tied with Reyes of York with 21. Left center field over off the wall. Lattimore can't make the play. Rosa's going to second. Now he's going to go to third. Here comes the throw. It's not cut off. It is a triple for Joseph Rosa. Showing his speed. He was going for 3 all the way when it bounced off the sign near the Daimler logo. So Zach Jarrett with an RBI chance now. Try to get one of those runs back. Triple number 14 for Gastonia this summer. Jarrett hits it to right field. Let's see, going back near the Esquire Hotel sign. This ball is going to hit the top of the fence and get out of here. 2-run shot. 5-3. Getting some of those runs back here in the 4th inning. Home run number 71 for Gastonia. Home run number 3 this season for Jarrett. Now Reese Hampton, couple runs in, grounded out to first base his first time up today. Count goes 2-0 to him. Batting .242, 4 homers, 21 knocked in, 30 stolen bases. Count goes 3-0. Evangelista missed. In there for a strike. Battles back to make it 3-1. Walked him on a 3-1 pitch. So just as Hovis had a tough time in the 4th after 3 good innings, Evangelista now will get a call from Former Cy Young Award winner Frank Viola, a Long Island native. World Series MVP with the Twins in 1987. Just a quick meeting and Frank walks off. Didn't have to say much to him. What a luxury to have a guy like that on your staff to work with your pitchers. I remember him as a Met, basically. Not so much as a Twin, but as a Met in the same division with the Atlanta Braves and all the matchups they had between each other. So DH Jake Skoll. Little nubber over to the left side. Martinez throws quickly, gets him. Had to fire it fast. 5-3 as Hampton goes to third base. Check that second base in scoring position for Raider Ascanio. So both starters pitched well, innings 1, 2, 3. Not much trouble. Both have had trouble here in the fourth inning. Both allowing home runs in the fourth inning. One hops the catcher in the dirt for a ball. 1-0. Ascanio signed by Seattle in 2013. Played for their AAA affiliate in Tacoma 2017. Last year in Memphis, AAA St. Louis team. Hit .225, knocked in 18, and had 8 home runs. Throw down to second base and check Hampton back. He is a candidate to steal. He's among the league leaders in stolen bases. Matter of fact, he leads the league in stolen bases with 30. Reinheimer second with 26. Jarrett has 18 at tied for 6. Down to second. Third he goes. Stole a base. Make that stolen base number 31 for Hampton. So Gastonia has 4 of the top 8 base wipers in the Atlantic League. And they lead the league by about 60 stolen bases ahead of second place Lancaster. Count 1 ball, 1 strike to Raider Ascanio. Playing third base today after having yesterday off. Hampton down at third. Got a couple of those runs back after giving up a 5 spot in the top half of the inning. It's 5-3 now the score. Trying to edge a bit closer with the Ascanio at bat. Missed outside for a ball. Count goes 2-1. Walked him. So men on first and third on the corners for Manuel Tapia. We got more fireworks out there today. We got them here after the game, but I think there's some out there in the distance as well. Low for a ball. Tapia, a solo home run to begin the third inning. First run across for Gastonia. End of the ball game by either team. strike at the knees to Emmanuel Tapia. Tapia signed by Cleveland 2013, played in the Carolina League at Lynchburg, Virginia 2018. He was with us last summer. 17 home runs, 56 RBIs, and hit .284. Little chopper foul down the first base line out of play. Count 1-2. One ball, two strikes to Emmanuel Tapia. The Dominican readies himself for the 1-2 pitch. It's on the way. Miss low for a ball. Count even 2-2. Counts even, 2 balls and 2 strikes to Emmanuel Tapia. Runners on the corners. 2 in this inning to make it 5-3 after giving up 5, top half to High Point. Back over, check the runner. In time is Ascanio. Runner was going. Tapia pulled it. Just foul. Down the right field side. I'd have scored 2 for sure as Ascanio took off on the pitch. Taking off again, throw down to second base. Runner will take off and come home. Here's Hampton. He will slide in safely. Soon as Ascanio took off to second, Galeno threw it down there, and when he did, Hampton took off with his great speed, beat the third of the plate to make it 5-4. Ascanio with the stolen base down to second as Hampton comes home. Tapia pulls it. Foul again. 3-2 the count. Payoff pitch. On the way. So Gastonia's got all but one of those runs back here in the bottom half. It's been a very active 4th inning for both these clubs. Here's the pitch, hit on the ground, down to the second baseman, Ladendorf. Over to first base. 4-3 retires Tapia for Stuart Levy. Popped up to left first time up in the 3rd inning. Played at Arkansas State. Baltimore selection, 27th round, 2015. Went as high as Norfolk, AAA Baltimore affiliate in 2018. Played at High Point last summer against these Gastonia Honey Hunters. Knocked in 52, 11 home runs for a catcher, pretty good. Batted .237. Low and away for a ball. Evangelista falls behind 2-0. Born in Little Rock, Arkansas. Razorback country. Pulls it down the left side into left field for a base hit by the third baseman. Another run is in. Going to second on the stand-up double is Stuart Levy. Ascanio in to score. And we're tied up 5-5. And this could be all for Evangelista. We'll check it and see. Jamie Keefe out. Takes the ball. So new pitcher coming in. And they lose the DH. And that will be fun on our scorebooks. We'll come back to tell you about the new guy in just a second on the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
The Gas House Bar and Grill is the place to find a broad palette of menu items that you won't find anywhere else at Caramont Health Park. Burgers? Got it. Pulled pork nachos? Check. How about jerk chicken sandwiches? We got that too. Oh, and fried plantains? Of course we do. The Gas House Bar and Grill is a world tour for the taste buds, nightly at Caramont Health Park. We'll see you at the Gas House Bar and Grill. Whether you're stuck in traffic after a long day at work or working through a 10-game road trip, nothing feels as good as being home. If you're looking to enter the marketplace as a buyer or a seller, Moss Realty has a proven history of results with professionals that operate in the highest spirit of ethical conduct. Let them work for you. Call 704-865-5555 and find out how Moss Realty gets it done. 704-865-5555, Moss Realty.
Evangelista's day is done. He worked 3.2, gave up all 5 runs on 5 hits. New pitcher is Bryce Hensley, 6'4", 215-pound left-handed pitcher from Asheville, North Carolina. Played at UNC Greensboro, outside the High Point area. They will lose the DH because Evangelista did not go 5 innings as required by the new league's rules. Gastonia 4 runs in this inning to make it 5-5. After trailing 5-1 coming into this inning, they've got them all back, and we've got a tie ball game. Back up for Hurley Rodriguez. 1 for 2, takes a strike. Count 0-1. Here's the Hensley pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Hensley 1-1, 2.10 ERA in 25 games, 34 innings pitched, 22 hits allowed, 9 runs, 13 base on balls. Slice down the left field side. Let's see. Over is Lattimore. Can't make the diving stab. It was in the foul territory. The ball goes. A run is in on another stand-up double, this time by Hurley Rodriguez. Six to 1 now the score. 6-5, excuse me. So 2 RBI doubles back-to-back. Scoring runs, and Gastonia is leading this game by 1 run here in the 4th. Began the inning trailing 5-1. It's now 6-5. Ninth man to come to the plate is Jack Reinheimer. Hits it down to third. Martinez backs up, can't make the play. Into left field. Another run's going to come in and score. That'll be Rodriguez. Reinheimer aboard. E5 on the ball, booted to left field by Michael Martinez. So Joseph Rosa back up here in the 4th inning. He began all this with a leadoff triple. Getting a little dark out there. cloud-wise, not time of day-wise, but cloud-wise, and we've got some stuff in the area. Not here yet, and hopefully won't get here, but threatening skies to our north. Runner taking off, hit and run into left field, another base hit. Gonna wave him. Another base scoring double. Scoring Reinheimer, this time Rosa with the damage. Rosa in this inning, a double and a triple. It's 8-5 Gastonia. When it rains, it pours. Here for Gastonia in the fourth inning. Zach Jarrett homered, 2-run shot a moment ago to start this rally, coming from a 5-1 deficit to now an 8-5 lead. Here's the Hensley pitch, hit on the ground to shortstop. Alfonso backhands it, good-looking throw by Gio. And that will end the inning as Jarrett is thrown out 6-3. But Gastonia, 7 runs this inning, take an 8-5 lead to the fifth inning. We shall go on the Honey Hunters Radio Network. We'll be right back after this.
Don't miss out on all the action at Caramont Health Park this summer. Get your tickets for every Honey Hunters home game by calling 704-874-1810 or log on to www.gohoneyhunters.com/tickets to reserve your spot this season. That number again, 704-874-1810. Gastonia Honey Hunters Baseball, 704-874-1810.
All right, top 5 in Gastonia. Wind really picking up. The rain is going to get here in moments. Can we get 3 outs prior to? Not sure. That flag is really whipping now from the west, southwest. Hovis continues and is now done with his warm-up pitches. Gastonia with 7 runs last half makes it 8-5. Our chief operating officer was out talking to the umpiring crew, I assume about what will happen if we do get rain. This is an artificial surface, so it could be playable at some point later if it does rain. It's not like a turf field that'll wash you out in 10, 15 minutes of hard rain. This would be an official game if Gastonia gets 3 outs here in the bottom of the 5th, top of the 5th, rather. As Gastonia is the home team, they would not have to bat in the bottom half of the 5th to make it an official game. Into left field for a base hit by Jay Gonzalez. 1 on, nobody out for Logan Morrison. Chasing the weather right now. Wind is shifted directly from the north. Morrison 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. There's a strike. And the count 0-1. Tough inning for Hovis. Last inning, gave up 5, but his team came back and got him 7 bottom half, and he's got the 8-5 lead here in the top of the 5th inning with weather on the way. Hit to second. Rosa throws to first base in time. Gonzalez advances down to second base on the 4-3 putout for Vanderbilt's Xander Wheel. I'm not watching the radar, so I don't know where it is. But the wind is whipping very aggressively the flag stand in left field. Will 0 for 1 with a walk. Stolen base, run scored. First pitch in there to him is a strike. Riley stares in. Pitch high and away for a ball. And it's 1-1. Counts even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Missed low and away. Count goes 2-1. High Point won their first game against Gastonia in 7 tries last night. First win of the year against their division rival. Pulled foul, third base side out of play. Count even 2-2. They led the division for a moment late May till they had a 10-game losing streak, including 6 straight losses to Gastonia that put the Honey Hunters back in first place to stay. After the 10-game losing streak, won a couple, lost a couple, then went on a run of 8 straight wins. But not enough to catch Gastonia the last 2 weeks of the first half of the regular season. Count is full 3-2. They played real good baseball, with the exception of that 10-game losing streak, which set back their division title hopes. Hit the batter. Hit batsman. Xander Wheel aboard. Hit by the pitch. Runners on first and second. 1 out in the inning. Pinch hitter here in the DH spot is Evangelista did not go. 5 is required to keep the DH. Slices this one out of play, foul. Adam Taylor is the designated hitter now, which will be the 4-hole. Taylor played right field last night. He's a newcomer to the team, High Point. Bats with an out, 2 on, top of the 5th with potentially some bad weather on the way. That's hit to center field. Right to Rodriguez. Throw to second, not in time. Got back there. Did Gonzalez. Otherwise, he'd have been picked off. So F8, 2 out in the inning. Runners on first and second for Quincy Lattimore, who had a 3-run homer in that 4th inning in which they took a 5-1 lead, only to see that lead erased with a 7-run Gastonia bottom of the 4th inning. Pitch missed to Lattimore. Quincy, a 4th-round pick by the Pirates in 2007 with High Point last year. Batted right about 300, 21 knocked in with 6 home runs. Count 2-0 to Quincy. Here's the Hovis pitch. Strike in there. Battles back and sends the count 2-1. Top of the hour. WGNC 1450 AM, 101.1 FM. Streaming at GoHoneyHunters.com. Hit down to Reinheimer, underhand to Rosa at second to force out Wheel. And now we have an official game. Let it rain. 6th inning we shall go. Gastonia leading this one 8-5 on the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
The Gastonia Honey Hunters are looking for host families this Atlantic League season. If you have a little free space in your home and a love for the grand old game, then hosting a player this summer is a great experience with tons of perks. Call me, Brady Salisbury, at 704-874-1810. That's 704-874-1810.
The Gastonia Honey Hunters, your hometown team. If coming to a Honey Hunters game is good, then coming to a game as a group is better. If you're a school, church, or civic organization looking for a great time together, call 704-874-1810 and ask about a group package. The number again is 704-874-1810. Ask about our picnic options that include hot dogs, sliders, and pulled pork. 704-874-1810. Honey Hunters Baseball, better with friends.
Being first, the beginning of the line. So many people work so hard to be number one. But at Caramont Health, you don't have to struggle to be first. We prioritize you. Our award-winning teams use advanced treatments to serve you. We deliver the compassion and quality you deserve, always growing, building, and innovating for your care, your health, your life. Caramont Health. Care first.
Bottom 5 in Gastonia. Eight 5 is the score. Honey Hunters lead. Should be Hampton, Skull, and Ascanio. An official game as High Point batted in the top of the 5th. If it were to rain and become unplayable, it would be an official game. Wind really kicking up. Has been for about 15 or 20 minutes now, but no lightning, no rain, no thunder yet. Maybe we miss it. All this stuff has been kind of scattered. So we shall see, but does not look promising. Reese Hampton walked, stole a base, and scored a run back in that 7-run fourth inning. Slices this one out of play over above the dugout. Count 1-1. Just saw the radar. Doesn't look good, but nothing yet. It's actually got a little bit lighter, less dark than it was earlier. Wind still from the north. Count 2 balls and a strike to Reese Hampton. Top base grabber in the league with 31. Back out of play. First sign of lightning out toward the northwest. Send some fans to the parking lot. Walked him. So now Jake Skoll, 0 for 2 today as the DH. So Austin Glorious is the new pitcher here in the 5th inning. Walked the first man he faced. From Orlando, Florida. Played at Valdosta State in South Georgia. Righty, 6'3", 205. Skoll offers. Gets a piece of it. 1 ball, 1 strike. Glorious 3-4, 6 ERA, 47 innings, 59 hits and 40 runs with 30 walks. Back to first base, check the runner in time. Got him! Oh, I thought he was safe. One 3 pickoff, 1 away, with Jake Skoll awaiting a 1-1 pitch. Back out of play again. Austin signed by Boston in 2015. Austin from Boston. Played for the Greenville Drive in South Carolina. That is the Boston affiliate, AA, I believe. Played for Southern Maryland and Gastonia last year. 5.4 record, 6.67 ERA with 92 strikeouts. Count is 1-2 to Jake Skoll. I think Greenville's actually single A, isn't it? Yeah, single A. Our PA announcer, director of broadcasting, Brian Rushing, has done some PA work down there for the Greenville Drive. They've got a stadium that mimics Fenway Park, with included the big green monster. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Third pitcher to work today on the hill. Leans out, gets a piece of it, foul tips it, and the count is 2-2. Begin to feel a cool breeze, and I was taught in middle school that a cool breeze always precedes the storm. And I believe it is now raining. I saw it lightning, and we might have to pause this game momentarily at least. Count 2 balls and 2 strikes to Jake Skoll. Leans out, down to short, across, in time. Alfonso over to Morrison, 6-3, 2 away for Escanio. Escanio 1 for 1 with a walk, a stolen base, and a run scored. Rain's light right now. We played through a little bit yesterday. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Hit back to Alfonso. Couple of hops, easy throw, and that'll end the bottom of the 5th inning. Gastonia leads at 8-5 on the Honey Hunters Radio Network. We'll be right back.
If coming to a Honey Hunters game is good, then coming to a game as a group is better. If you're a school, church, or civic organization looking for a great time together, call 704-874-1810 and ask about a group package. The number again is 704-874-1810. Ask about our picnic options that include hot dogs, sliders, and pulled pork. 704-874-1810. Honey Hunters Baseball. Better with friends.
Being first, the beginning of the line. So many people work so hard to be number one. But at Caramont Health, you don't have to struggle to be first. We prioritize you. Our award-winning teams use advanced treatments to serve you. We deliver the compassion and quality you deserve, always growing, building, and innovating for your care, your health, your life. Caramont Health. Care first.
Back at the ballpark where it is raining now, in a rain delay since 8:11 Eastern Standard Daylight Savings Time. Coming down pretty good. Teams have left the field into the clubhouse as they walked off a moment ago. So we'll just kind of stick around for a moment or two and see what's going to happen. 8-5 is the score. Gastonia trailed 5-1 going into the bottom of the fourth inning. Put 7 on the board to take an 8-5 lead. And we're able to get High Point out in the bottom of the fifth to make it an official game. So should we not get back into play, Gastonia would be awarded the win to go to 1-0 in the first game of the second half of the 2022 Atlantic League season. Otherwise, we shall play on. Now, this is an artificial surface. Theoretically, it could be playable again. Unlike grass surface, where if it was raining this hard by now, there'd be standing water all over the place, and that would be it. We could not continue. So we shall see how this affects play, if it does, being an artificial surface. So I'm going to step aside, going to send it back to WGNC Studios and Fox Sports Network programming, and we'll check back with you after a few moments to see whether we play on or not. So back to WNGC headquarters and Fox Sports Network.